two really, 2-1-1 draws this week against very good teams. Today, it felt like it had a tournament atmosphere to it. So I guess first off, just thoughts on you played the defending MAC champions to a draw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think kind of a different game than we're used to, right? Used to having a little bit more control in possession, maintaining possession a little bit longer. I think, Western can be pretty aggressive in their press and in certain situations, and just devastating on the counterattack. I think that was what we had in mind. So it kind of led to being a little bit more direct at times. And then it just became obviously a bit of a brawl, all right? And 50-50 balls, covering transition, become a fight for the first, the seconds. Because I think that's the thing that Western, they do such a good job of. They'll turn nothing situations like a throw into a chance out of nothing. And so we just had to make sure that we were on it. And I think that's kind of what happened to start the game is first 20 minutes, I think we were a little tentative in those situations and didn't win the battle, didn't win the first, didn't win the seconds, and then we're defending in behind. And I think that goal almost shocked us into life a little bit. And I think then we kind of started competing a little bit better, doing better in those situations. And then I think managed to turn the tide on its head a little bit and start creating chances of our own, right? It felt like we were getting a few waves of attack to end the half. So yeah, I think overall, very resilient performance all round, defensively strong, physically strong. Obviously came away with a few injuries, but no, just again, really proud of the group for their efforts and the fight that they showed.
Coach, obviously very physical game, a lot of fouls.
Yep.
Western Michigan played very physical and gritty. How did you guys stay resilient and adapt in the face of that type of a game?
You have to match it, right? You have to be brave. And I mean, I think if you don't and you don't win that physical battle or you don't compete, then you get bullied and you just get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And so yeah, I think that we matched some of that intensity. We're a little bit smarter, being prepared for the second balls. I think that's what helped us kind of start pushing forward a little bit. And you could see that they were getting a little bit frazzled and a little bit frustrated, Western Michigan were at times. And I think that just shows that we were willing to do the dirty work, which maybe you wouldn't anticipate from a team like ours with the way that we play.
Well, I got the goal off set piece, and you guys have had a lot of success on set pieces this year.
Sure.
I have to go back and count, see how many goals you guys have scored from either free kicks or corner kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Has that been something you guys are working on in training, particularly just to kind of capitalize on those set pieces? And how big is that when you get
I wouldn't say it's something that's changed from previous years. I think we've put an equal amount of weight on set pieces than we have in previous years. I think it was one of our big things at the start of the season. It's like you can play this beautiful soccer and possess and control a game, but winning conferences, winning leagues, you've got to find goals in all areas. You've got to find goals. The hardest way to score goals is through possession. You can control the game that way. But yeah, by doing that, you are able to create set pieces, win corners. And so, yeah, I told them at the beginning of the season, it's an area in which we need to find goals here. We need to stop conceding goals on set pieces, and we need to find goals on set pieces because you think about that, you go up 1-0 off a set piece, then it makes the game a little bit more comfortable in possession, right? A team has to chase a little bit more, and that plays into your favor. Seems like we're scoring set pieces to tie games and bring it back, but we'll take it. And yeah, I think we're very dangerous. We've got some very dangerous weapons there. And again, really, really happy for Lexi White. Obviously someone that's been working really, really hard and played limited minutes this season to come off the bench against a top team. I think she not only made a presence known with the goal, but throughout the game as well with how hard she worked, how much she battled. So really, really happy for her.
I felt like it was maybe a story of two different games. First half, a lot of energy, and then second half, it really kind of died.
It died, yeah. I think everyone had just fought so hard. I think both teams died, right? It was just, second half was so messy. Probably not the best for the neutrals to be watching. And yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do to get the result. So obviously would have liked to have come away with a win, but still very, very happy with the tie to take 5 points from the first 3 games. We came away with 0 points against those teams last season. So 5 points. 3 of the top 4 teams from last season. It's a great start, and hopefully we can kick on from here.
Now, Coach, that you have 3 games under your belt with the rest of MAC play coming up, what adjustments would you like to make?
I'm not really sure. I don't know if there's necessarily any adjustments, really. I think you've got to find the sweet spot of balancing what you do as a coach and as a team. You've got to make sure that we're ruthless in attack, varying how we attack, comfortable in possession, defending hard. I think every game in the MAC is tough. There's no easy game. There's no easy opponent. But every single opponent will give you a different problem to solve. So for us, it's about what's the problem, what is it we need to solve, and then go and execute them.
Coach, there's a lot of people that stepped up and played well
Yep.
today, and you've mentioned a couple, but wanted to ask you about Christy Franson. I mean,
Mhm.
I know she was warming up in the first half ready to go in. It's not like she's never played before,
Right.
but she, in a game against a tremendous opponent, she's kind of thrown
Yep.
to the lions here. It starts the second half, and
Yep.
your defense, your back line's a little discombobulated as it is with Taylor out there.
Mhm.
Just talk about Christy's performance in that second half.
I mean, Christy Franson's a tremendous soccer player. I think that's, well known. I think it's for her, right? She was out all last season with an ACL, and it's been a slow progress and progression to play. And so we believe in her. There was never a doubt, but there was no nerves whatsoever from the staff about putting Christy on the field. Maybe there was from her a little bit, like you said, being thrown to the lions. I think the hardest thing is not necessarily about the quality in those situations, but it's going into a game that's white hot, intense, and you've got to get to the level quickly. And I think she did. And so, yeah, we trust her. We believe in her. She's a great player. And again, I hope she can gain some confidence from here, because we're probably going to need her.
Any other questions for Coach?
Do you have an update on Ella and Alexis? I know they had suffered a couple injuries.
Alexis season ending, unfortunately. So Alexis Sabrelis has an ACL. Ella's just had some complications with some swelling, but hoping to have her back within 1 to 2 weeks. So.
All right. Thank you, Coach. I'm sure you knew you were going to play at some point, but all of a sudden you're like, hey, you're not only going to play, you're in here, and the back line's kind of reorganized. I guess just talk about your thoughts, at halftime when you knew you're going in, probably going to play the rest of the way.
I was really excited. Obviously, I hadn't played that much yet, so I was a little nervous. That's natural, but I got in there, and I remember playing my freshman year. I mean, I was out due to injury, so it wasn't like anything that, was related to my work effort or anything like that. Over the summer, I worked really hard, so I felt confident, and I just knew that my teammates would help me.
Coach kind of mentioned, a game like that, it was so intense in the first half. Sometimes it's hard to get up to speed right away.
Yeah.
Did you feel that at all in the second half, or once the whistle blows, you're going?
No, I did not. Again, my teammates, they were so helpful. They talked to me. My coach, he prepared me. I got a good warm up in, which was really important. And everybody was really supportive. And again, you have to be there for your teammates. So right off the whistle, you're in it. You're ready to win. You're ready to do whatever you can.
Obviously, Western Michigan being one of the better teams in the MAC, keeping them at a draw. Just what does that do sort of for confidence and where this team is headed for the rest of MAC play?
It's great. I mean, every single person on this team is excited. We've been working hard. We've been prepared. We know we can win. We know we can do everything possible to put balls in the back of the net, to prevent people from scoring on us. We're ready for everything. And this game just gives us confidence. I mean, yes, we didn't win, but we fought really hard, and we definitely could have scored.
How happy were you for Lexi to get on the score sheet?
I was so happy for her. She's been working so hard. She's gotten so much better at heading, so it's just really proud of her.
Any other questions? All right, Lexi, I know Coach has talked to you about, kind of make the most of your moments. Obviously only 11 can play at a time. Maybe you're not in the starting lineup, but you kind of got to maximize, get in there, do what you can do. And you kind of epitomized that today. You came in, you made some things happen even before the goal, but then you got on the end of that corner kick and scored the goal. I guess first off, just kind of talk us through that play. What happened?
Yeah. Oh, I saw Emmy. She played a beautiful ball in, and then my mark was kind of far away from me, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go up and try it, and I got it, so it was awesome.
And then it was a really intense game start to finish. So I asked Christy the same thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, she came in for the second half. You came in the first half. But in a game that intense, does it take any time to kind of get yourself up to speed, or you just know you warm up on the sideline and you're ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, you warm up on the sideline, you have to be ready to go. You have to be ready to make an impact on that field. Your teammates are counting on you, and you're counting on your teammates too.
Lexi, obviously your first goal as a Falcon. I mean, what's that mean for you just personally in terms of vindicating sort of all the hard work that you've put in?
Yeah, it feels great. I feel like this team is I love this team, and this team has put so much work in this season, and helping them to put a goal in the net today just made me feel really good. And
Lexi, just one loss, I believe, in 10 games played now this season, and you've been around now for a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
What's different with this team this year and previous years?
I mean, this team is just ready to put the effort in at all times. We don't give up. We just keep going, and I feel like that's what's really important about us. We don't get scared. We don't back down, and I feel like this team's going to be really good this year, and we're ready.
Any other questions?
One
Yeah.
more real quick. Peyton O'Malley's performance, having
yeah.
multiple saves on the day, just what's it mean to have a goalkeeper of that caliber?
Peyton's amazing. Like she's talkative. She gets around. Like she does everything we need her to do, and she's just doing so good out there and really stepping up as a leader and everything as well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.